This is episode 3 of season 1 of 37 Families. In this episode, we will be talking about how layered meaning becomes problematic for the 37 families and their attempts to curtail it. Firstly, to reiterate, the 9 dialogues, representing 9 distinct dimensions of self, corresponding to 9 affirmatory narratives producing expression, also represent 9 levels of meaning to expressive action. The more meanings associated with any kind of language, the greater the capacity it has to shape the development of global narratives. Since we know that narratives are merely incipient in the local, but fully formed within the global, we can see that if one expresses meaning on multiple levels, one's expression can fit a wider array of contexts, from global to local. Likewise, we also know that the 37 families generate the global narratives, which shape whole industries, branches of science, art, etc. They do this through the projection of their expectations by verbalizing their feelings, through narrative, code, spoken and written language. These are the expectations, which generate the consensual reality. Rejection of these narratives results in the formation of a dissonant consensuality. Dissonant consensualities are not true spaces for action, as set out in the last podcast. They are mere recollections, projections of the other, perceptions of the non-self who is trapped in the dissonant space. Thus these projections are generated by the writing branch of the 37 families, who link specific actors to specific roles within the false projected narrative. Thus, the gaps between consensual experiences and dissonant spaces are frequently filled in by actors, associated with each particular narrative. Now, the 37 families understand this, precisely because they maintain the consensus reality. Meaning that they set the rules through their verbalizations, they also possess the ability to step outside the linearity of the consensus space. But they maintain their ability to step outside the consensus space into a dissonant space by anticipating the dissonant projections, making the dissonant space subservient to their expectations. In other words, a person can only exist in a dissonant space so long as it is unanticipated. Once their expression of meaning becomes anticipated, it is no longer a dissonant space. From this we can see that these people, who move between the shadows of linear existence, the 37 families, must constrain the expression of meaning and narrative which runs contrary to their expectations. Otherwise, they risk losing control of the consensus reality. That's the end of the podcast for today.